Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Story Time. It's been a good week or maybe two, and I apologize because I have been sick thanks to my muscle disease. So, I thought I would catch up on a book that I've had that's written by Miss Roxy Feist. And you can find this book and her other books at Amazon. So let's look. What do you think Allie's big adventure is going to be about? You think she'll make friends with the bluebird? Or the trees? Or what do you think is going to happen in her big adventure? Have you ever been camping? I have been when I was a little girl, when I was in Brownies. So anyway, before we get started, let's say our poem. Gather your children and gather your blankets, your bears, and your adventures too, and let's all settle down because I have a story to read to you. And the other thing we do, we say our names so that we will all be friends. So when I say 3, I want you to tell me your name. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Claudia, or you can call me Sissy. This is our friend Allie, and we're going to see what Allie's big adventure is all about today. And today is Friday. Are you excited? And it's very warm here in Georgia. Is it warm at your house like it is here? We're supposed to get rain soon, today and tomorrow. So, let's see. Oh, I know, I need to say hi to all our friends. Let's say hi to Caleb and Journey and Harrison and Margot and Faith and Erica and I'm forgetting somebody, and I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that. And I know who it is. It's Faith and Erica's sister. So I will say hi to you twice in the next book, just because your name has slipped my head and I didn't bring my list. Anyway, so are you ready to see what Allie does today? I am. And I want to say a big thank you to Miss Roxy for sending us this book. And you can find this book and her other books on Amazon. Allie's big adventure. Allie is a puffball. Puffballs are soft, rubbery creatures that live in a hidden valley near the southern cliffs. They like to bounce. Do you like to jump? One day, Allie tried to catch a dragonfly. His parents told him many times, "Don't bounce alone. You're too little to control your bounce." But today, Allie forgot. Oh no. When he jumped after the dragonfly, Allie bounced. It was an incredible big bounce that lasted a very long time. When Allie came to the stop, he looked around for a path home. He quickly discovered he was lost. Have you ever been lost? Allie sat down to think, but he was so tired from bouncing that he fell asleep. I've been lost. Hello, a voice said, surprising the puffball. Hello, Allie answered. timidly blinking at the human. "I'm Micah," the youth said as he sat down beside the puffball. "I'm Allie." The puffball sighed heavily. "How did you get here, Allie?" Micah asked. Micah had heard stories about puffballs from his tribe. A tribe is a group of people. He had seen drawings of them too. His family had told him where they thought puffballs lived, but he was very surprised to meet one. Allie began to wail. "I tried to catch a dragonfly and bounced away from home. Now I'm lost." Big tears ran down his face. "Don't worry," Micah patted Allie's soft yellow head. "I'll help you. It's a long walk to your home, and it's late. Are you hungry?" Allie nodded, his tummy rumbling. Does your tummy rumble when you get hungry? I bet it does. Micah led Allie to a small cave he liked to camp in. "I'll take you home in the morning," Micah said as they ate. His tummy full, Allie fell asleep listening to tree frogs. They reminded him of home. The next day, Allie and Micah headed towards the puffball's home. A short time later, they met a golden pony eating clover. Micah introduced himself and Allie. I'm Scout," the pony said. "I'm taking Allie to his home near the southern cliffs. Would you like to come with us?" Micah asked. Climb on my back and I'll carry you both there," Scout boasted. Have you ever ridden a pony or a horse? I have. Scout swiftly carried Allie and Micah out of the forest. Soon they entered the Valley of the Sun. Everything was hot. "We're not far from the Sand Palace," Micah urged. "We can be there by lunch." Scout sped up. He was hungry. Scout carried Allie and Micah to the Sand Palace gate where they met a watchman. "My name is Garth." His deep, rumbling voice made Allie giggle. He led them to a room for their lunch. He even had fresh water and hay for Scout. After Garth left, Allie noticed a big round couch across the room. Squealing, he jumped up on the couch and began to bounce. "Do you like to bounce?" "Allie, stop. You'll bounce out the window and get lost again," Micah cried out. Allie quickly stopped, sliding off the couch. He did not want to get lost again. After the friends had eaten, Garth came with some balloons that floated above his head. He handed them to Micah. "These will shade all of you from the sun." Garth smiled. "Thank you." Micah took the magical balloons, quickly tying them around Scout's middle. Saying goodbye to Garth, the friends headed off. Scout carried Micah and Allie out of the Valley of the Sun and began to climb up the southern cliffs. When Scout finally came to the top of the southern cliffs, the friends came to a stop. The bridge on the path was broken. Allie cried, "How will I get home now?" "Don't worry, little buddy," said Micah. "I'll think of something." After pacing back and forth, Micah got an idea. He quickly tied a balloon around Allie. He tied 2 more around himself. This will work. Come on, Allie. Come on, Scout. With that, Micah jumped over the edge of the cliff. Scout followed with Allie. Micah and Scout landed safely a couple of minutes later and pulled off their balloons. A short time later, Allie landed, or almost landed. When Allie dropped to the ground, he began to bounce. What color balloon would you have picked if you got to pick a balloon? Oh no, Micah cried, running after the puffball. Come on, Scout. We have to catch Allie before he gets lost again. When Micah got his arm around Allie, he tripped. Allie shot out of his arm, bounced, and landed ka-splash right in the middle of a stream. Have you ever fell in the water? I have. It's kind of fun on a hot day. That was some bounce, explained Scout. Look, Micah pointed across the stream. Allie squealed, jumping out of the water. Do you see the red bird? Ahead stood a great big tree. It was filled with bright yellow puffballs. Welcome home, Allie, they all shouted and ran to meet him. Allie's parents rested their heads against his, glad he was home safe. When Allie explained how Micah and Scout had helped him, his family rushed to thank them. Soon it was time for Micah and Scout to go. Allie smiled as new friends started for home. He hoped he would see Micah and Scout again someday. The end. Did you enjoy this story? I really enjoyed this story. So, have you ever seen a puffball? I have. Did you enjoy Allie's big adventure? I know I did. And I hope that you will come back for our next story really soon. Goodbye, everybody. Stay cool.